will be better because I might be out and about. So I wanted to make sure I was sitting somewhere. So let's share this out. But if you guys are watching the replay, hello, because I don't think we have anyone in here. Oh, nope, Vera popped in. Vera's our first viewer. Hi, Vera. Good morning. How you doing? How you doing, my friend? Thank you for popping in. Okay, here we go. I am live from St. Louis, and we're doing a little bit of an earlier founders chat this morning. Good morning. Actually, it's typically like 12 noon EST, so I think it's 11:45. So it's about the same time. It's 10:40 or 10:30 here in St. Louis. Vera, where are you based in the country? You may have told me this before, but I forgot. I try to memorize very small details about people's lives. Eventually, I always remember. All right, founders chat happening now. Here, hi from St. Louis. So I have some friends. Okay, yes, Kansas. I remember. Okay, how far am I from Kansas right now? Tune in live now. How far am I from Kansas? Let me take a look right now on my map as we wait for a few more people. Wichita. Let's see here. Directions using my current location. It would take me 6.5 hours to drive to you right now. That is our distance right now. 6.5 hours is actually not horrible. I drove 8 hours last Friday to Massachusetts. So 6.5 actually seems manageable. But all right, guys, that's about it. I love it. So we just have a few things to talk about this morning. So I'm hoping some of our sellers come on. Actually, let me tag people in the comments here. And if no one pops on, that's okay. I'm going to still share a few things and just make sure that y'all are aware of some trains to sign up for. Hi, Vintage Demeanor. Hi, David. We are live from St. Louis. Talking about a few things. Hello, David. Talking about a few things. First, who is selling live this weekend? And a couple of train announcements. And I also wanted to remind you guys that we will be opening up the Sterling train. I think I will do that next Friday. So I will open up that sign up next Friday for the next Sterling train. And we have a new train that is brewing because I had you guys vote and you voted. I am in St. Louis. Yep, I'm in St. Louis right now. I flew in this morning for like a Memorial Day sort of getaway to see some friends, although I really didn't feel like traveling between you and me. I wanted to just stay at home, but we had the trip booked, so it will be a good time. I like St. Louis. It's my second time here. I think St. Louis is another underrated city, and there's definitely some areas of, disarray, for lack of better words, but it's, overall, it's a good city. It's also a Mardi Gras city because the French were living here in the 1800s, so there's a lot of French influence. So it's a really interesting place. Oh, you're doing a Sterling show this weekend. So you're kicking off the Sterling train early. I see you. Vera, you are totally fine to leave. Thank you for hopping on. Thank you so much for hopping on. Okay, so we have a few people. So let me just get this party started here. All right, so this weekend, we do have a spot open tonight. So if anyone is listening in, I might ask around and wants to take a double. Like, David, I don't know if you want to take a double and you want to do one tonight and tomorrow. Our 8:30 slot tonight became available like a little bit more than 24 hours ago. So we have 8:30 until 10 available. If someone wants to take that spot and they want to have 2 live sales as a subscriber, that's okay. Besides that, we are all filled up for the weekend. Kicking off tonight is Lindsay of Rose Cove Vintage. And then Kristen of Keenly Kristen, 8:30 is open. Message me if you're interested. Okay, cool. You're like, I can only do 1 live sale. I completely understand. Debbie of Gypsy Warrior at 10. Noreen of Unique Around the Corner tomorrow at 5:30. Jody of the Vintage Vault. David of Starbright Collections at 8:30. Diana of Arctic Angels Treasures at 10. Sunday, we have Melody of Melody Jones at 5:30. Jay of the Jade Peacock at 7. Lindsay of Rose Cove Vintage at 8:30, and then Jen of Hints of Violet at 10 p.m. So if you guys are listening in, again, every weekend we do subscriber live trains. If you're new to the community, what this basically means is our subscribers, they can sign up for weekend live sale slots. We promote them, we cast them. Typically, our subscribers do much better when selling on the weekend than if they were to just do a during the week sale. Although we are growing, so I'm seeing some people, perform just as well during the week as they might on the weekend. Hey girl, hey Jen, was just talking about you. You have our final slot on Sunday night, 10 p.m. EST, 7 p.m. PST. Yeah. How's your son? I'm assuming soccer is done. It's no longer soccer season. It's still going. Are you serious? Oh my gosh, you soccer moms. Yeah, seriously, it must be really hot. Oh man, it's like you're playing the game just as much as he is. Oh yeah, I said it must be done because my husband's nephew plays soccer in New Jersey, but their season is done in New Jersey. So, but yeah, Jen of Hints of Violet is gonna finish us off on 10 p.m. And Jen, you can sell until the cows come home. So if you want to sell for 3 hours, if you want to sell for 5 because you're feeling frisky, go for it. Just a reminder, guys, that at 11:30, if there is a seller who's a subscriber that wants to go live, they can. So everyone gets their 90 minutes, of like exclusive time, but then it opens up at 11:30. But we haven't seen a lot of that happening, but it is there, especially as we expand and we have more subscribers. That way our subscribers have more options. So I'll do it the audience once. I hear you on that. I was live on Whatnot yesterday, and I thought I could go past 2 hours, and I could not go past 2 hours. I think 2 hours is like the healthy, I've had enough mark. What do you guys think? When you're really selling and you're like, at 2 hours, there's not much more you can say. Yeah, they did. They did stop that. I don't know why Canadian Postal Service are on strike again. I thought they worked out a deal. But yeah, they're on strike again. 2 hours is your max. Yeah. Because you're such a fast talk. You have no oxygen left. You have emitted all of your oxygen. You've done 4 hours, Jen. Okay. On Posh or on District? On Posh, yeah. Makes sense. Totally makes sense. Okay, well, maybe one day we'll have more people selling for 4 hours on District. We only have a few that are like willing to do that right now. 2 on District. Okay. Yeah. 2 on District. So, a few things. Speaking of live sales, guys. So we had a vote. I hope you were able to vote. Hello, American Grown Up. Welcome in. I hope you were able to vote because I think we only had 11 votes. So if anyone wants to DM me after this and be like, well, I didn't get a chance to vote. We took a quick vote on another train theme that will be consistent. So what does that mean? Hey, my friend, we're talking about trains over here. So what that means is that we always have a designated day in the month that we have that train. And we want to do more like this. If anyone here wants to volunteer to lead a train, please, by all means. I would love to have more people leading trains, but I am going to initiate another train that I organize. So what you guys voted for, hold on one second. I got to get it back up. And was that it? It was the gem poll. Okay, hold on. Let me go into the chat. Hold on, because I put it in the chat. Community chat. Let me see here. Put in the subscribers. Yeah, here we go. Poll maker. Okay, so so we had a Grail train. So what that means is if it's the best of for subjective or objective reasons. So subjective meaning you just think it's amazing. Objective meaning like it's honestly a Grail. Bakelite plastics, rings, brooches. So that means that both of those trains, you would just show rings or you would just show brooches. The one that won, the theme that won was turquoise, stones, and gems. Turquoise, stones, and gems. So I think that can also include rhinestones. So it's a little bit more of an umbrella than, say, Bakelite, which I think we only had one vote for Bakelite, which I was very surprised about, but I guess not many of us have Bakelite. So we are going to open up a turquoise, stones, and gems train starting in June. I have not decided on the date, but next week with the Sterling train, I will open that up as well. So we'll kick off that train as well. You might be signing up for a train like 3 weeks in advance, just as a heads up. I believe we'll do the same thing, 30-minute or 60-minute slots. We'll start at 5 o'clock, end it at 10, see how it goes. The Sterling train, we're going to try to extend that this time. I don't know if it's going to work, but maybe it will. So we'll try to extend the Sterling train, have it start at 3. That will give us a little bit more of a window of selling. So it'll be like a 3 EST to 10 EST. That way we can promote here because we are EST. So, or I'm EST. So, yeah, so it will be, it's always I think it's always the second Tuesday. I have to look back at the calendar, but I'm going to open up the calendar on Friday. So I was in a first-time show at 1 to 3 this morning. It will be 24 hours a day as the store platforms. Yes. Yes. When was our last Sterling train? Am I getting my dates mixed up? Hold on. Maybe I'm supposed to open it up this weekend. We do it the second Tuesday, right? Let me see here. Second Tuesday. That would have been the 13th, right? Yeah, the 13th. So the second Tuesday of June, guys, will be the 10th. So we will open up the train to book on Friday the 30th for June 10th. And then the turquoise, gems, and stones train should be, I think it's probably going to be toward the end of the month, but I'm going to open that up as well so that we can get that promoted. Good for you. Taking vacation time is good. Good. I like it. Now we have another train. Guys, we are going to be talking about lots of trains moving forward, so get used to it. I will reshare the link, but on Tuesday the 3rd is the Victorian and Art Deco train. So what that means is that it can be authentic Victorian, authentic Art Deco, or it can be revival, which many of us will have revival. 30-minute slots, and the sign up is led by Debbie of Gypsy Warrior. It is in the train chat now, but I will reshare that as an announcement so that you guys can sign up if you have not signed up already. The other train that we are turning around very quickly is the Anything Goes train with Mr. Eccentric on Thursday, the 29th. So that is in 5 days, something like that. 6 days because today's Friday. And that train is only 30 minutes. We're going to cross Marketplace raid. So Vintage Jewelry Addicts raids Mr. Eccentric raids Vintage Jewelry Addicts. And the Anything Goes theme is because we did not really have time to plan the best theme for you guys. So we just were like, you know what? Let's just make it Anything Goes. So really what that means is you guys can come up with your own personal theme for your personal live sale. If you want to sell some light housewares here at Vintage Jewelry Addicts or some glass, that's totally fine, but it's only 30 minutes. And again, we always like this train because I think we just like Mr. Eccentric's people, and it's nice to continue to grow both platforms and to be present on both sides. So I believe we have a few more slots open for that. I have to double check. If we don't fill that train, we'll combine it. Vera, it is Thursday the 29th. And then the Victorian Art Deco Revival train is Tuesday the 3rd. And then our next Sterling train will be Tuesday the 10th. And then we will have the turquoise, gems, and stones train sometime at the end of June. I just have to decide the date. It'll probably be like Tuesday the 24th. I'm thinking something like that. So You're welcome. Yeah, if you guys go to our live stream tab, what's so great is that our sellers are really amazing about pre-scheduling, which reminds me I need to add in the Mr. Eccentric thumbnail to our chat. I will do that after this so that if anyone here is participating, you can pre-upload your live sale. You can upload some items for pre-bids, and you could just make sure that people know that you will be live. I don't discourage you guys from pre-scheduling weeks in advance. If you want to pre-schedule until December 2025, go for it because it is helpful. A lot of us have asked about bookmarking. I don't know when bookmarking is coming. I don't know why district hasn't prioritized that, but hopefully that's very soon because then you guys will want to be pre-scheduling your live sales because people will actually get an alert that you are live, which is great. Okay, so I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about. Last night was our live sale webinar for new vintage jewelry addicts, and it went great. Thank you. If you're tuning in now and you were on the live, thank you so much. It's a power hour. I'm a fast talking Yankee. We go over a lot of things. I'm going to share the replay so that if you did not attend and you want to watch because you're a new seller, pretty much explain the ins and outs of how to sell with us and why you should sell with us. If you have any follow-up questions, you can always message myself or Jamie, who is Flippin' Vintiques. She is our admin assistant. A lot of you talk to her when you first join Jewelry Addicts as a seller because she sends you a copy and paste message, and she also gets our new sellers to join for the new seller welcome train, which that will be on June 12th. I forgot about that one. That will be on June 12th. So we have the Sterling train on June 10th and then the new seller spotlight, which will be on June 12th. So great question, Vera. I will share that out probably as an announcement so that you can watch that. If you signed up, then you should have received an email from me this morning with the replay and some other information. But if you did not sign up with the registration link, then just look for that replay shared out. I try to get as many people as possible to sign up so that you guys can attend live, but I understand that things come up. So we do this live every month. So it's pretty much the same information every month, except, like a few notes of changes. So yeah, guys, I think I'm going to hop off. I wasn't planning on staying too long just because I am here in St. Louis. I'm in my friend's awesome loft. I will kind of show it off to you guys. She's got this crazy loft apartment and she works in fashion as well. You can tell that she works in fashion as well. Oh, David, I don't know if you're still here. I meant to say, I love the bolos. If you're not here, I'm going to send you a message. They're fantastic. Fantastic. I need to buy the other ones. I don't know why you haven't sent me a payment link. I want to buy the other ones. I'm also here. I'm meeting with a wholesaler who has a 30,000 square foot warehouse, and she has provided clothing for the Brady Bunch movie, for the famous Baltimore movie Hairspray. What other movie does she do that she's really famous for? I mean, she's done so many movies, but trying to think of some other like really famous movies, like vintage movies. She's done some Spike Lee movies. She did Crooklyn, Malcolm X. I'm trying to think of other ones. Anyway, she's a 30,000 square foot warehouse. So she does TV and film. She's a wholesaler. So I get to go see what that's all about on Tuesday. Okay, need to find out how to do that. Oh, yeah, you just make a listing and then you just charge me for, 2 bolos or whatever. Or you just list them independently and then you can kind of let me, buy them. Up to you. But you can make a private listing too. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you definitely can. You can make a private listing. I know you can make one from the live, but I'm pretty sure you can make one as a private listing in the marketplace. I'm pretty sure. I should know this, guys. I'm sorry that sometimes I'm like, I'm not entirely sure. So get that done, David. I want all the bolos. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off. Thank you guys so much for popping on. Please have a fantastic day. I will see, let's see, who's kicking us off tonight. It is Lindsay of Rose Cove at 5:30. And again, if anyone wants to take the 8:30 slot, I think I have a few people to ask, so I will send them a message, but feel free to message me. I have belts with the shipping when we had need to figure out how to do a flat rate. Okay. Well, the belts, okay. Should it be, I mean, the shipping should be like no more than like 12 probably, unless you're sending me like more than 5 pounds, I think is where it starts to change. Try Pirate David, are you using Pirate Ship? Because you can input the weight and the measurements and sort of like play around. Sometimes UPS is actually cheaper. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, David, I am used to paying like up to $40 for shipping because some of the stuff that I get shipped, it's like there's like no way around it. I have found that UPS can be a lot cheaper than USPS. I have found. And a package was lost with UPS, and I was able to get $120 because it was lost. It went bye-bye. So their insurance does work, is the point that I'm making. Now, USPS insurance, I don't know about that. I don't know. But UPS insurance, they paid me, and they paid me fast. So 5 pounds of belts. Yeah, David. Child's play, David. Child's play. You're awesome. Yeah, like if you can get me belts like this too. Do you see these leather ones? These sell really well with those crazy buckles. Those are all very, very popular. Belts are very popular right now. But like proper belts, like for denim. Not so much the waist belts, not so much the 80s, but the actual utilitarian. So gold tone is awesome. Yeah, gold tone. Actually, I've recently heard that gold tone is more expensive to make than silver tone. Could have just been a rumor on the street, but I heard that. And David, I continue to wear my sterling bracelet from you. I love this thing. All right, guys, we're having a private conversation over here, but anyone who's watching, hey, this is a place to make customers, colleagues, create wholesale or retail relationships, like however you want to use Vintage Jewelry it's a fantastic way to develop a relationship versus just buy from someone that you don't know. And that's what we have to do on places like eBay, where I can't really talk to the seller the way that I can talk to them here. So I love live selling for that. So thank you, David. Appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm going to get off and we will see Roscoe Vintage tonight at 5:30. All right, guys. Peace.